Good afternoon, everyone. Bill Thornton, SoCalsabre here, and we're going to be playing another APBA baseball game. Today, featuring, this is a Bats 3 post, part of the Bats 3 post season that I'm running. It's a 30-game season with 8 teams. 12 teams, excuse me. And today features the New York Yankees visiting the Boston Red Sox. We'll get started here in a second. For the Boston, on the mound is Clay Buchholz. Clay is a grade A pitcher, 2 defense with a Y. His normal endurance rating is a 25. And today, due to his bullpen session, he went up to a 27. Okay. First batter for the Yankees, Gregorius, their shortstop. 65. I'll try to hold these up so that you can see them as I read them. 65 is the 35. That's a ground out to first. Aaron Judge playing right field today or left field today for the Yankees. 46 is a 13. Struck him out. And the Mick, center field. Who else would be playing out there today? 24 struck him out. Buchholz got it going. Taking the mound for the Yankees is Whitey Ford. Whitey is a grade A pitcher, 1 defense, and he is an X and a 29. And his bullpen, he had a fair bullpen today, so his endurance moved up to a 30. If you wonder what that bullpen thing is, that's the thing that I got in one of the tournaments I played in this year. It's sort of like I don't know if you ever played Fall Classic Baseball where you do a roll before they come in. This is similar to that. You do a roll, and then there's a chart that tells you whether to reduce it or increase it. Okay, leading off, getting his first start of the year for the Boston is Pete Runnels. 31, and that's a 9 versus an A pitcher. That's a ground out to short. Wade Boggs playing third base. 44, that's a 7. That's a base hit for Wade. Okay, Karol Yastrzemski. What's Carol playing? Carol's playing left today. It doesn't have Freddie Lindland listed as a position on there, but it's center field. I don't know why that. I know why that happens. I forgot about it again. 34 is a fly out to center. 31. And then Jim Rice. Jim's cleanup batting right field today, or playing right field. 32. That's a 26 with the runner on first. And he hits into a fielder's choice. Boggs is out at second. Okay, here comes Buchholz back to the mound, facing Roger Maris. Batting cleanup for the Yankees, playing right field. 54. 54 is a 32. And it's a fly out to right. Bernie Williams, a DH today for the Yankees. 22. That's a 0. So we get to roll again. Look at column 2. 53. That's a 6. That's going to be a double for Bernie Williams. Yes, sirree. Bernie legs it in. Getting his first play of the season, I believe. This is game 9 of a 30-game season. Willie Randolph with 1 out, 1 runner in scoring position. 16. That's a 28. He's out. 6. The shortstop, the runner's going to advance, so he hits a hard ground ball. The short. And Williams then goes over to third. Brings up Elston Howard. with 2 down. Trying to get that lead run in. 54 to 32, a fly out to right, and that'll be it. Fredlin playing center. We're in the bottom of the second. I'm going to take you through 3 innings and take you out, bring you back in the 7th. 36. That's a 33. I always forget what a 33 is. Is he a wide pitcher? He's not a wide pitcher. So it's a pop out to second. Now, if you like when I take you out after 3 and bring you back in at 7, let me know in the remarks. Leave me some remarks. If you want me to play a whole game, let me know, and I'll play a whole game for you also. John Valentine. John is playing second base today for the Red Sox. 12. That's a 25. 25 is an X. Struck him out. Ford strikes him out. Ford's an X, not Valentine's an X. Garcia Parra playing short. 65 is a 35, a ground out the first. And that settles. Okay, top of the third. No, yeah, there's top of the third. Clay Buchholz back out on the mound. Both pitchers seem to be settling in well. Craig Nettles, 43. That's a 29. Is he an X? He is not an X. So that makes a ground out pitcher to the first. Tino Martinez playing first base today for the Yankees. 55 hits the ball hard, but it's underneath the ball and pops it out to third base. 8 against the A. And top of the order, Gregorius. 65 is a 35 and a ground out to first. And they're down, set down again. Bottom of the third, Whitey back on the mound. Petrocelli, the DH, has been doing pretty well as a DH. Hit a couple home runs, 25. And that's a pop out to third also, an 8. And Carlton Fisk. 12. 25. He's out, grounds out the second. 4-3. And Pete Reynolds, top of the order. 15, and he pops out the third. Okay, I'm going to take you out now, and then I'll bring you back in the 7th inning. Well, we are back. It's the top of the 7th with the Yankees coming up. The score is 3-0 New York. In the top of the 5th, Clay Buchholz walked the first 2 batters he faced, and then Craig Nettles greeted him with a 3-run shot into the right field seats to make it 3-0. And then in the bottom of the 6th was pretty exciting. Boston had the bases loaded with 2 outs, and I roll a 39, which is a ball, but the runner on third is thrown out trying to steal home. I don't know if I've ever had that happen to me before, but it did today. So here we go. Buchholz is going to be approaching his endurance here pretty soon. He's a 27, so when he gets through the lineup this time, then he'll be eligible for reductions, and I'll explain at that time. Here, Willie Randolph leading off for the Yankees here in the 7th. 64 is a 14. Buchholz walks him right away. Runner on first, Elston Howard. Buchholz's walk is what got him into big trouble. 51, that's a 8 versus the A. Let's see what we got going here. That's a ground out to first. Fields it, throws to the pitcher. Runner moves on to second. Okay, runner on second. Nettles, bit on difference in the game right now. 21. That's a 30. That's a fly out to left. Runner will hold. And Tino Martinez. 45. He walked him first and second. Now he's eligible for reductions. Once he reaches his endurance rate and he has let up runs, the way the tournament worked that I played in, once he makes the one out, 2 outs reduces 1. Any hit or walk reduces 1. 3 outs, 4 outs reduces another 1. So he's subject. We'll probably get him through this inning and then get him out of here. Okay, Gregorius with 2 on, 2 out. 23. That's a 12. What do we got going here? That's usually not all that well. Okay, he hit into a fielder's choice. The runner's out 6-4. That would be Tino Martinez is out. Okay, that brings up Whitey Ford back in the mound, bottom of the 7th. Check Whitey's endurance here. He's facing Valentine. Whitey's, I think, a 30. He's a 30, so he's going to go through the order and then 3 more batters before he's subject to reduction. Garcia, Valentine. That's right. The guy got thrown out. I moved his card around. 62 is a 13. Struck him out. Whitey's still looking tough. Pitching the shutout, but if he doesn't let up a run when he gets to the 30th batter, he isn't subject to reduction until he lets up a run. 64 is a 9, and that is a ground out to short. And Petroselli. (16) is a 28. What do we got going there in the 28? And that's a ground out to short. 6-3, and they're down 1-2-3. Okay, we're going to take a second here as Boston's bringing in a relief pitcher for Buchholz. The relievers, because they're mostly A's in the tournament, they can only, I'm using the tournament rules, they can only go 1 inning. But if I get to a point where I've used all the relievers, then the last reliever can go 2 innings. Okay, this is pretty easy to do here. I love this compared to having to do all this stuff on paper. Koji Uehara on the mound for Boston, facing Aaron Judge. Aaron's 1 for 3 here, top of the 8th. 44 hits the ball hard, but he gets underneath it and pops it up the short. That's kind of crazy, huh? Hit it hard, but popped it up. Maybe he hit a who knows? Mickey Mantle, 0 for 3 today. 51, that's a 9. That's a ground out to short. And Roger Maris, 0 for 3 today. And Roger hits a 1, and that adds on 1. Roger puts it into the upper deck in right field. And Bernie Williams, 1 for 3 in his first game today. The first game of the season. 35. What do we got? 35, 9. That's a ground out to short. Yeah, with the relief pitchers, because this is a bat set, bats 3, all of them are pretty good, so that they only get to go 1 inning. Okay, here's Carlton Fisk in the bottom of the 8th, facing Ford. This is his 27th batter. 41, 13, struck him out, still looking tough. Whitey wanting to get a complete game shutout, get his name in their books. Pete Reynolds, and Pete he gets a 0. So we are going to the second column. 46. That's a 6, and there's the booming double for Pete Reynolds. Pete, a lot of people don't know about him. He actually did win a batting title in the AL when he was an active player many years ago. Wade Boggs wanting to get these guys on the board. Break this shutout up. 35. That's a 9 on the A. He's out 6-3, and a runner advances to third. Carl Yastrzemski. 2 outs. Wants to make up for getting... He was the one that got thrown out trying to steal home with the bases loaded. 43 is a 29. What do we got going there? He's out. Pitcher to slow little grounder to the pitcher. Tosses over to the first baseman, and that's 3. Okay, Koji's not coming back in because they can only go 1 inning. I like about iScore, it doesn't take too long to make these replacements. You don't have to be doing subtracting and writing and so forth. Derek Lowe coming in. Derek is a pitcher, D2 defense, and he's got an X and a Z. Okay, Derek's on the mound. First batter he's going to face is Willie Randolph, top of the 9th. 4-0 Yankees. 14, fly out. There's a 30, fly out to left. Elston Howard. 41's a 28. 28's K. Derek's not a K pitcher, so 28 is a ground out to short. And Greg Nettles. 45, he walked him. Tino Martinez. 62 is a 13, struck him out. So Derek Lowe does his job. And here comes Boston. Bottom of the 9th. Whitey's still on the mound. He has faced 30 batters, but he has not let up a run, so he's not subject to a reduction yet. Jim Rice. 61 is a 40. I always forget what those ones mean down there. That's a foul ball. 15, that's a 10. There's a single up the middle into center for Mr. Rice. Freddie Lynn coming up. Nobody out, 1 on. Are they going to rage against? Coming back here, 36 is a 33. What do we got for a 33? He's not a K pitcher, so he popped out to short, or to third. John Valentine, 0 for 3. 52, that's a 27. He is an X, so he struck him out. And Garcia Parra, 0 for walked once. Hits it real hard, 55. There's a base. It's going to be a base hit. We got a runner on first. We got 7. And a base single to right, and the runner goes to third. Wait a minute. What am I doing? 7. No, it's a grade A pitcher. I am sorry, folks. I was looking at the D there. It's a out, 5-3. Runner to second, but that's 3 outs. And that is the ball game. Whitey Ford throws a complete game shutout. Not many of those in the Bats 3 season. Let me tell you how these teams are standing after 9 games. The Yankees now are 5-4. Boston is 6-3. I'm going to play all the teams in the ANL 10 games, and then I'm going to shut the APBA down for its time on the board and the rotation. So, SoCalsabre, I'm glad you stopped in to check out this APBA game, and leave me some remarks about how you like to see it played, split, full games, and I'll try to do what I can for you. So until you see or hear from me again, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and stay safe.